John Murtough and Amad Diallo have been spotted in Spain. What exactly are they doing in Spain? Well, as you know, we are entering into the transfer window, and as a result, a lot of movement is happening. We are here to discuss a lot of the transfers or potential transfers that will be happening around Manchester United. We've got news on targets that United have placed under their radar. We have news on Mason Greenwood. If you remember yesterday in an update, we brought you news on Mason Greenwood, as well as some possible outgoings that is likely to happen around the club. Some players that are likely to leave. As you know, there's going to be some clear out of the sorts within the club. So we'll be delving into that. We are going for a quick break. When we come back, I will explain to you exactly what is happening within the club with regards to the transfers. Watch out this video of John Murtough and Amad Diallo. Thanks for staying with us here on United today. If this is your first time watching us, please remember to hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell. It's very, very important to us. Let's together grow this community together. So, as you saw in the video, that was John Murtough, Amad Diallo, a very popular agent in Spain. Deco Souza, who is the sporting director of Barcelona, and some other people meeting there. So why is John Murtough in Spain? Well, United is saying that they're just having a routine meeting. Or as you know, it's just, they've described it as routine business, where they are meeting sporting directors and agents to understand the transfer market ahead of this summer transfer window. So John Murtough was there, like I said, with Amad Diallo, and they were also there with Frank Trimboli, who is the head of football at the Base Soccer Agency, and also another important agent in Spain, that's Federico Masai, who also resides in Madrid. So they were there to have a discussion as to what the discussion is really about. It's been a lot more speculative than very definitive. It's a lot more speculative. A lot of people believe that it has got to do with the man we discussed yesterday, Mason Greenwood, who is currently on loan at Getafe in Spain. We brought you update from Fabrizio Romano, a very, very popular transfer guru, who talked about Mason Greenwood and what is likely to happen to him within the club. So Fabrizio has clarified. His point is that United are yet to make a firm decision on Mason Greenwood. A firm decision is yet to be made on Mason Greenwood. However, there are chances that Mason Greenwood is likely to leave Manchester United, like permanently, from the club. That is the news that Fabrizio Romano is reporting at the moment, and that Mason Greenwood will be leaving. Now, Mason Greenwood himself has been speaking to a few friends and a few other people, and have confided in other people, saying that he doesn't want to come back to Manchester. He feels that he would like to stay in Spain, especially after what he's experienced in Spain currently. And there are a lot of clubs within Spain, some top clubs in Spain that are looking out for the services of Mason Greenwood. The chief of them is Barcelona. So it is what raises speculation about the visit that John Murtough and Matt Hargreaves, who have been dealing with our transfer issues over the last couple of years, have found themselves in Spain. So people are thinking that they are there to sort out issues with regards to Mason Greenwood and his potential departure from the club this summer. So that's it with what is happening. And it is not just Barcelona that is in looking for the services for Mason Greenwood. There is also Atletico Madrid, who are also um, in the frame with regards to getting the signature of Mason Greenwood to come into their fold. If you remember the game that they played, Getafe played against Atletico Madrid, that was a very, very huge performance there from Mason Greenwood. He played so well in that game, um, which signaled to people that he's getting back to his best. So Mason Greenwood has become a subject of transfer for some top clubs in Spain, specifically Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. We'll wait until the summer to get the firm determination by Ineos with regards to what the future of Mason Greenwood is. Greenwood himself doesn't want to come back to England. He feels that he's settling very well in Spain and is likely to continue working in Spain, far away from where all the issues are with regards to England and all of that. So that's it with regards to Mason Greenwood. Now that is not just the outgoing um, that United is expecting. A lot of players are likely to exit the club, and United are seeking or are trying very hard to sell Jadon Sancho as well to be able to raise enough funds. So selling Greenwood, selling Sancho is likely to boost United's transfer kitty in order to be able to make the purchases that the club wants to do this summer. It's become very, very imperative that United do some transfers or sell some players in order to raise a lot more money to be able to, fund some of these very important transfers at the end of the day. So it's likely that Jadon Sancho would leave. Now, news that came out from Germany, specifically from the Bild newspaper, stated that Sancho doesn't want to leave Manchester United. He is open to staying at United if Coach Erik ten Hag doesn't stay at the club. That is the condition that Sancho has attached to staying at United. Now, it's very interesting to see if there will be any club out there to match the wages that United are currently paying Jadon Sancho. It's likely to prove to be an obstacle to United successfully offloading Jadon Sancho. So it looks to me that a lot of decisions this summer is going to be quite complicated, given the wages some of these players are on at Manchester United and how difficult or how hard it will be for United to be able to offload some of these players. Now, not just Jadon Sancho alone, it's likely that Rafael Varane's contract will not be renewed. United have an option of triggering a 1-year extension for Rafael Varane, but as it stands, United have not exercised that. It's part of Ineos' strategy to be able to get a lot of these players on very high wages off the books, to be able to afford them the opportunity to get in some other players who would be signed on relatively, lower wages to be able to, it will serve the purpose of balancing the books as well, and also giving United an opportunity to get a lot more fresh talent to come in to replace. So Rafael Varane's contract is likely not to be renewed at Manchester United. It's likely that he will be leaving the club when his contract expires this summer. Not just Rafael Varane alone, there is a likelihood that between Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof, one of them will be exiting the club. As it stands, reports indicate that United are very much happy with Harry Maguire being at the club. But how if any proper offer comes for Harry Maguire, the club will not stand in their way to let Harry Maguire leave the club. So that is it with regards to a lot of the outgoings that you are likely to see at the end of this transfer window. So a lot is likely to happen with regards to this transfer. How about incomings? Now, the last time I came here to discuss incomings, I mentioned some key players, Michael Olise and then Jared Brantwaite. Now, Olise plays for Crystal Palace, and it is expected that it is the signing of Olise uh, is expected to be a pretty straightforward signing, given that he has a release clause that is very clear. The player is willing to join, as has been speculated. He's a United fan and is likely to join, and also Crystal Palace are ready to do business. So what is left there is United having to do a proper structure of the deal with Crystal Palace in order for them to be able to complete all of these things. So it's looking very interesting with regards to the incomings. Now, one player also who has been linked to the club, Jared Brantwaite, his price tag wasn't out. Well, the price tag is out now. Everton are looking at the region of 75 million for Jared Brantwaite. United are going to do their very best to be able to negotiate the price now, as they feel that this 75 million would be a lot more excessive. We'll see how all of these transfer situations go, but it is worthy of note that it's important that you understand that United will be in the market for a left back, regardless of the health conditions of Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia. Regardless of whatever happens to them, United would be signing a left back. It has been added to the list of priorities, or the list that United would be signing this summer, given this incident that has happened where we've not seen Malacia play throughout the year, and also Luke Shaw also being out injured. It has become very necessary that that particular role is properly dealt with and all of that. So that's it with regards to the transfer. I'm going to end here by asking this question: what is wrong with Amad Diallo? What is wrong with Amad Diallo? So we're all on the X app or Twitter, where we got to know that Amad Diallo had deleted every picture in relation to him and Manchester United on his Instagram account and his X account or Twitter account. Now, just some few minutes later, we've got to know that he has deactivated both accounts. What is really happening to Amad Diallo? It has really sparked a lot of conversations on the X app, where people are speculating what exactly is happening, creating unnecessary drama, because to put things into context, Diallo hasn't been playing. He hasn't been getting enough play time. And people are believing that it's because of the fact that he hasn't been playing, he feels disgruntled. And perhaps some conversations have happened that is leading to him deciding to act this way. What is really happening? Well, if you have an understanding of what is happening, please leave it in the comment section. That's how we end today's edition of United Today. Thanks for joining. Remember to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. If this is your first time, we're always happy to have you. We'll be back tomorrow with more updates on United Today. Have a great time.